Novak Djokovic suffers brutal double blow as new details emerge about Jannik Sinner decision. The tennis champion suffered 2 losses in 24 hours at the Qatar Open, crashing out of the singles and doubles. Novak Djokovic's woes at the Qatar Open went from bad to worse on Wednesday as the tennis superstar was eliminated from the doubles with partner Fernando Verdasco. Just 24 hours after suffering a shock loss to Matteo Berrettini in the singles, Djokovic and Verdasco went down 7-5, 6-4 in the final tournament of Verdasco's career. Djokovic agreed to partner the Spanish veteran in his farewell to tennis, but their run was ended by second seeds Henry Patton and Harry Hiliavara in the quarterfinals. It marked the second blow for Djokovic in 2 days after he suffered his first ever loss to Berrettini in his first match since the Australian Open. Speaking to reporters afterwards, Djokovic denied his hamstring wasn't fully recovered after he tore it at the Melbourne Park Grand Slam in January. "I didn't have any pain or discomfort. I was outplayed by just a better player today," he said. "I wasn't at my desired level, and it could be that I'm still not moving the way I want to move, but, I played without pain, so there is no excuse. He was just the better player. I think he played a masterclass match, to be honest." Djokovic's loss came after the 24-time Grand Slam champion made some explosive comments about Berrettini's Italian compatriot Jannik Sinner. The world number 1 is currently serving a 3-month ban after cutting a deal with the World Anti-Doping Agency, WADA, on the back of testing positive to a banned steroid in March 2023. The banned substance got into Sinner's system via a spray his physio applied to his own finger, before he massaged the Italian star without gloves. Djokovic said of the ban, "It's not a good image for our sport, that's for sure. I would say a majority of the players that I've talked to in the locker room, not just in the last few days but also the last few months, are not happy with the way this whole process has been handled. The majority of the players don't feel that it's fair. The majority of the players feel like there is favoritism happening. And it appears that you can almost affect the outcome if you are a top player, if you have access to the top lawyers and whatnot." But speaking on Wednesday, WADA's general counsel Wenzel explained more details as to why Sinner was only banned 3 months. Wenzel said a scientific investigation proved that Sinner's 2 positive results were simply not compatible with intentional doping or microdosing and that all of his tests in the 12 months prior were clean. "There was an absolutely proven version of the facts from start to finish," Wenzel said. "What happened is very clear. But also from a scientific point of view there has been an investigation. WADA consulted several experts with the same result. The 2 positives of March 2024 are simply not compatible with intentional doping, not even through microassays. I can add something, which has not yet been officially declared by WADA but that I think is important to say for the first time. All samples of the tests taken by Sinner in the 12 months prior to the 2 positives in March last year were checked. The purpose was to look for every similar clue, every possible trace of the incriminating substance in all samples. The response from all laboratories on such a large number of samples was that nothing was found. Whatever people may think of this case, it is clear that this is not a case of doping or misconduct. I think it is necessary to understand this fact well.